Hey, Devin from Devin Pilney Photo here. Today what we're going to be going about is the collections in Lightroom 3 and how we can utilize them to streamline our workflow a bit here. So I recently shot an event for a local nightclub. It was a Japan fundraiser, and I worked in conjunction with the owners to actually get back to Japan. Really cool thing. But what we're doing now is we've got about 121 photos, and I basically want to streamline my workflow so that I can get the best of the best and I can do it the most efficient possible way. So the way that I'm going to be doing this is I'm going to be doing this utilizing collections. Now, in my Events 2011 collection, I'm going to go ahead and create what's called a collection set. This is basically a collection, but what it allows for is it allows for me to build collections within it. That way I can have nested collections and I can create P1, P2, cut 1, cut 2. You get what I'm saying. So we'll call this one Japan Fundraiser. Okay, create. And now you'll see on the left-hand side here under collections, I've got a Japan Fundraiser with a little drop-down arrow. I'm going to right-click Japan Fundraiser and I'm going to just create a collection. This collection I'm going to call R1, and then I'm going to right-click Japan Fundraiser again and I'm going to create R2. Now R1 and R2 stands for round 1, round 2. And you can see I've done this multiple times. I use a 2-round setup, and that way I know by the time I've hit round 2 I'm at my best of my best photos. What I'm going to be using is I'm going to set these collections as my target collection so I can just hit B, which is the hotkey for send photo to target collection. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my R1 collection here, right click it, and I'm going to go set as target collection. Okay? Now I'm going to come up here to my actual library and I'm going to be scrolling through in loop view of all my photos, and I'm basically going to press B on any one that I think might be good in my best of the best collection. So scrolling through, that has some nice color. Going through, well, that's got a nice background. There's me on the red carpet, good pose, underexposed. That looks good. That looks good. And I'm basically just using my right and my left arrows here, going through, finding decent photos, and pressing B when I'm on one that I like. And you'll see that when I press B, that dialog comes up at the bottom of the loop there. It says added to target collection. So I like that one. That one's pretty good. That one's good. And I'm just going to continue to go through all of these, hitting B, adding it to the target collection. And if we look here on the left here under R1, we can see that it's generating. I'm up to 15 photos. So it's actually generating photos in there as soon as I hit B, which again is the shortcut to add a photo, whatever one we're selected on, to the target collection. Now you can also remove from target collection when you press B and you add it. If you press B again, it removes it. So that's another thing that you're going to want to be aware of. Here's a good photo. Alright, and that's the end of that. So now I've gone through my base of 121 photos, and I found 34 that I think are good enough to be in the best of the best, quote unquote. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to R2, and I'm going to hit Set as Target Collection. Right-click, Set as Target Collection. Go back to R1, and now I'm really going to look at these photos. I'm going to say, okay, now which ones can I take to the next level? Which are going to be even better? So this one I like, that one I don't. That's pretty cool. That's a little off axis. So now you'll see that I've boiled it down to 20 here. And basically you can do R1, R2, R3, R4. You can do it however many times you want to do it, but what it does is it gives you this linear progression kind of your best of the best, so to speak. So each tier you get a little bit more fickle with your quality. And then by the end of it, you end up getting, you know, something with what you feel is maybe your best quality, or your, you know, what represents the best part of your work. And it really helps out for streamlining your workflow, for especially when you're dealing with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of files. Now, with the Japan fundraiser starting at 121, I believe that was actually from a series of 600 photos that my assistant and I both shot. So I'd already boiled it down and gone through this whole process, but for the purpose of, you know, showing you guys what my workflow is, I do utilize collections on a regular basis to really weed down my best of the best, especially when working with 500 plus images. So hopefully that helps you out. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, devin@devinpilneyphoto.com. Find me on Facebook, shoot me a message, or just comment on this video and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Thanks. See you again soon.